Hello there! It's time to create a deck of monsters. So. I didn't play monsters in the previous game, so it's time to play the deck of monster. It's time to play a monsters deck right now. So what leaders do we have over here? Boost the unit in your hand by 8. Trigger an ally death with ability. A round start. Refresh the ability. What is immune cannot be targeted. I will see which of these I will create, but I'm sure that I will create some of you. So let's go to monsters. I want only standard cards. So let's see first a normal card. That would combine with this. So we spawn 2 of this. Let's think. Let me think for a while. Let me look and think. Their lowest unit. I don't think. Damage all other units by 1. So all units on the battlefield. Well, I don't know. R has drawn. You suggest me a deck. Cannot be removed. Because when you destroy it, it triggers a death wish. Death wish, death wish. I can see a tactics. We consumes a unit in your hand. So this can work with this, because it can consume this, and this is played again in the game. Ritual sacrifice. Trigger all allies' death with abilities. That might be very useful in when we will play a lot of this. Play this, for example, 3 of this. So let's first make a deck based totally on death wish. 2 of this. This can consume this. This will spawn RP. This is only for a small deck. It has death wish, so it can be extremely useful in combining with this. You know what I'm creating? Death wish deck. Two of this. 2 of this. Serum. Boost a death wish ally by 4. So it can perfectly work with this. I think that it boosts ally that has a death wish. It's only for Wild Hunt warriors. Beast, beast, beast. And this is insectoid, so I will think about it. But it's very cheap, so let's create 2 of this. Because it can cooperate perfectly with beasts. I think that this is extremely useful. For Death with deck. Run can cooperate perfectly with this. Now, I think that this will be extremely useful to this deck. Death with deck. Lead us to victory. How to remove deck? How to remove these base decks because they are one monsters, only standard. So this will be destroyed, definitely. So it will be useful in combining with this, because when this will be eaten, it will trigger a death with, and this will create damage. So it combines very good with a lot of cards. So let's create 2 of this. This has also death with. So it will work well with this, will work well with this. And will work well, of course, with this. And of course, Fiend with which also boost Death with. I'm going strongly into Death with. I don't know it will be useful. Consumption is, in my opinion, quite important. Let's create also another Barbegasi for consumption. I don't think that it will be so useful. Consume an allied unit. I think yes. Because deck based on consumption. It's also when we have not a lot of units, your turn. It's rather for Spelltel kind of deck. This is very universal. I would like to create one of this. This Runestone. Ice Giant, Ogroid without abilities. I think that placing in a deck a unit without abilities is a waste. Is a total waste. Consume a unit in a graveyard. It might be useful. Arachnas Behemoth. I will consider it if I will be making an Arachnas deck. Then I will consider that. Wildhand Mage. One power copy of a unit from your hand and summon it to this row. Well, I don't think so. Boost an ally by 2. So these 3 women's works perfectly together. So these 3 women create a perfect combination. Maybe this combination is very useful, but I don't think so. Werecat. Death Wish. So it can damage enemy units twice. This Werecat. Can I have 2 of this? No, I cannot. But it's nice. I have forgotten about some units. No, useless. This seems to be totally useless. When you destroy allied units. I know. Death Wave. Death Wave. It's a card for Death Wave. To destroy certain unit. This, for example, destroys this. Activates Death Wave. And here we go. Here we go again. Trigger a bronze ally death with ability. Very useful. Destroy the lowest enemy. Death with. Ah, Death with destroy the lowest enemy. So let's go. Parasite. Damage an enemy by 6 or boost an ally by 6. Let's create this because it's very interesting card. Yeah, Parasite going into the eye and Grandpa Nurgle likes it. No ability, so useless. These three works perfectly together. So I will create these three because they work perfectly together. And I've completed another challenge. Girls, it's a must-have for Death with deck. It's a must-have for Death with deck. You deploy it and you enjoy. An ally is destroyed during your turn. Boost self by 2. It can be a great combination with eating. With eating eggs. Eggs. So let's create this. Seize an enemy with 3 or less power. Consume an ally. Charge 3. So it consumes 3 allies and goes strong. And hire a witcher. Nice joke. Consume a unit with 3 or less power. Yes, of course. Give it to Papa. Organic card for me. What is the organic card? So it can combine with Arachn's Net. It can combine with Eating Flesh. So I've got 2 types, Eating Flesh and deploying. Summons the lowest unit from their deck on the opposite row. Nice. quite a nice Goliath. Well, I don't know if I will be using this, but ritual sacrifice, that is a must-have. This is also, in my opinion, very useful because we can consume this. Then it triggers a death wish. Come back. It can very well work with this. Boru Beast. Boost all allies by 1. Can perfectly work with a lot of cards. No ability. Useless. Very useful. For specific decks, very useful. This can be very useful in specific type of decks. When you play for a lot of units. Awaken Frightener. Yes. Imlerid useless. This might be very useful. And this also might be very useful. I think that I've got it. So it's time to build a deck. I think that I will first create this. I've got 2 types of decks that I would like to build. Normal cards only. Normal cards I said so. New deck. Monsters. First, I would like to create what? Death Wish or Consumption? Only standard cards. And all that I can use. Araka's Queen. what I would like to have. Maybe not the dev weave. Let's first go to the monster. With so I can get 165 points and 25 cards in my deck. So let's first go something big. This for Death Wish. This is for consumption of large unit in my hand, relatively large. Completely useless when it comes to this type of deck, so I think that this will be quite important. Consume an ally. Play an organic card. Feat roll of Vergen, he who first. Frightener Dormat. Definitely. More. More Tart. Definitely. Toad Prince, yes. This one, of course, I would like to have. I would like to also include this in my deck. A unit in graveyard, maybe. Two Barbegazi. Delano Harpy. Two Arachnas Nest. to Sales Yard. To Run Warriors. To Harpy's Eggs. So this allows me to make a certain combination. Feed raw Vergen, which will boost themselves. Play an organic card from there, from my desk, which will play this. This. That is a good ending card when we have a lot of cards in my graveyard. This that spawns an unlimited units, this that consumes a lot of units and boosts themselves, this that also consumes, this with destroy and boost, this with the display. What else? I would like to have. One of these, definitely. One. One lock. I'm going to play for a lot of cards. Definitely one Bone Talisman. This would be nice. I can use only a 4. Card, so we. Let's take also one of this. It got 25 cards and it got 165 points. A deck based on eating themselves. It's my deck, it might not be perfect, but let's name it Tyrannid Swarm. Tyrannid, countless amount of Tyrannids. That looks nice. And I would like to craft another Viscard. $165, perfectly reached, perfectly achieved. I wonder how this will work in practice. Back. Tyrannid Swarm, my first official deck. Do not even look at this. Let's create a new deck, Monsters deck. Death Wheel. Let's go first to Monsters cards, standard ones. So first of all, I would like this. Ritual Sacrifice. This because it's good for a beginning and it will be coming back. Girls, that will trigger instantly death with abilities. Interesting, but I think if I would like to see this. Well, yes, Goliath. Yes, I would like to see this. It's good to steal cards from enemies' decks. Good to damage the enemy by my death with the beast. Good to know that this is a beast. Trigger a bronze ally death with ability. Yes, of course. And I cannot craft more of these cards. Imperial Manticore. That can also trigger the... that can interesting death with Imperial Manticore. I don't know if I would like to trigger Griffin. Have Griffin. Have to trigger death with. I will need to consider that. Damage. damage a random enemy by 4. Even 2 of you I would like to see. This might be interesting. Damage enemy by, for example, the power of this. For rich troll that boost allies. So let's have also 2 of this. Let's create 2 of these cards. I don't know if I will add this to my deck. Definitely I would like to deploy this. Two of this. This. Two of this, and I will need to think from which one I would like to resign, because I've got now 21 cards. So which one I would like to resign? Dev with damage a random enemy by 4. Quite nice. It's the opposite type of cards. I need 2 of this, because I need to somewhat summon copies. Ah, this is weak. This is weak because it only summons a copy of this unit. So let's forget this. It will trigger this or this. It's good, but because it boosts by 4. I can have only 1 of this. Ah, I got 2 of this. When 1 I think will be enough. I think that 1 of this will be enough. this is okay. This for boost. This has a higher boost. This does not trigger a death with directly, so let's remove it because it's a boost. It can boost everything, but only by 3. So it counts as 6. If I can activate a death with, can count at 5 because it summons a harpy. So it can trigger as additional unit. Definitely I want this. This should work better. So this is last with. This is a card researcher, not naming the deck. So 5 neutral cards. I've got a lot of points. Well, this might be quite useful because a cow, and I've got a lot of points. It's not a death wish. Let's see what card would work perfectly with this deck. Definitely I want 2 of this and 1 of this. Or maybe 1 scout. It is more expensive, but Crown's Eye. Yeah, definitely this. can shuffle this, for example, and trigger more harpies eggs. Interesting. But we have a lot of points still. We can go really crazy. Renew, play a unit from your grave. Graveyard. 2 times Goebbels. This might be useful to create another. It can summon Unscrow's Eye, or a Rodfin Breed. One of this, and I can add 2 large cards with large number of points. I think this because it will be free clear skies in case I need it, or it will be free crow's eye. I've got a lot of units, so this might be extremely useful. Mander's Horn. It's expensive, I know it, but it might work well in this type of deck. And I can add 1 expensive card. 2 times Goebbels. It's too good to avoid. And that's my proposal. The last whiff, let's call it. That's the last whiff deck. So let's go back and save it. So I've got 2 decks and I will create even another one just because I can. Monsters. Covenant of Death. Standard cards. And when I say Covenant of Death, I mean this. Women's. Because they work perfectly together. So what else? Apart from Three Sisters, I would like to play. Let me think for a while. Let's say that will be Daughters of Chaos. Chaos. Three Daughters of Chaos. Relict, relict, relict. I would like to craft two ice trolls. That would be specific deck. Two ice trolls. Jotun. Maybe. Oh my fucking god. Do I want this deck to work or not? Gotta craft them all. Let's add this. Let's add this. Let's create and add this. Let's see. Let's see. I am still thinking. Playing on one immune high unit might be very risky. Let's craft also you. Counter enemy artifact. Let's craft this. Let's craft even two of this. I will take one of them. Imlerit? Yes. Wonder with such high number of units highest neutral. No. This is very useful. This is very useful. Neutral is also very useful. Maybe I won't base it on Daughters of Chaos. Teltuis, Imrelit, Jotun, Ice Troll. Return, turn, and destroy the lowest unit side with the most. Perfect for control. If we control the highest unit, they may damage a unit by 2. Also good. Jotun. Boosts for every unit more your opponent has on the battlefield. And the sister works well because one sister because we play this, then we play this. This consumes 3 units, then we reduce number of units. Keltius goes, so this works really well for this deck. Eight units, I think that will be enough. Keltuis every turn add most units. Larry, the highest is damage a unit by 2. Also very good because we will feast and eat. This will boost themselves by 2. Neutral. So 9 units, and I think that this is quite enough. I would like to add 1 or even 2 hideous feast, because I don't have another idea to do so. Let's go to neutral cards. It boosts 5 units, so it's not so good. Damage an enemy by 1. Cooldown 1. Perfect for controlling a battlefield. Banish a unit or the artifact. I don't know. Garrison. Tactic. Boost a unit by 10. It will work perfectly with this type of deck. Ale of Ancestors. Also works perfectly. Play the lowest unit from my deck. The lowest unit is instant Jotun, so it will summon me a Jotun. So if enemy have a lot of cards, I can counter it by instant Jotun. And the highest card in my deck, Keltuis. Let's also take Alzur Double Cross. I would like Adrenaline Rush, give resilience. I would like one of this, one of this, one of Mahakam Ale, Seal. I don't think that I need a Seal. Thunderbolt, I think. And they've got a very expensive deck. Let's remove this. Add two of this. Do I have clear sky or not? Yep, I have. Destroy an artifact. I think that I also need it. And I need to remove something. I will remove the Azure double cross. And instead of this, I will put the hard removal. It will play me neutral or Jotun if played. And I've got not enough cards. Maybe let's remove Sihil. So I can add the two cards at its price. Maybe a Necromancy. And maybe Spores. I've got 5 points. Take one card and this costs 6. So let me think. 2 times swallow. And now this would work. Now this would work really well. Daughters of Chaos. Let's go back, and this is all my free monsters deck. And let's go to Northern Realms. Create something. Because I will be playing mostly monsters or Northern Realms. So let's go to Northern Realms.